Hey everybody, it's Smakle here. It's my Girl Meets World, episode 4 from season 3, I believe. I think that's what we're on. I'm sorry about all this dust flying around and all this craziness. I've been trying to open these windows. You know how the lines come in from the sunlight? I hate that. I've been trying to open all these windows. They are hard to open. I don't know, my new windows are so weird. But yeah, we're going to talk about what's going on with this episode. So, I don't know if I like this episode or if I'm insulted by it, because I feel like there are a few things, in my opinion, that insulted me, but that's just because of me, and I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, spoiler alert, in case you guys, don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, there was some things in this episode that I just felt like, I don't know. It was weird to me. I don't know if I liked it or if I didn't like it. We're going to talk about it, so let's get started. So this episode is about Riley. Oh my gosh. Oh my eye, there's dust everywhere. This episode is about Riley, of course. I mean, obviously the show is about Riley, it's Girl Meets World. But anyway, this episode's about Riley. She is in Spanish class. Now let me stop you right there. I hate foreign language classes, especially Spanish. I don't know why. Every time I've tried to learn Spanish over the years, I think I learned it in like everything, basically. Not 4th or 5th. I think I started at like 7th? I don't know when I started learning Spanish, but I hate learning Spanish. I'm not too big on it now, but it's like back then when I was like super, like they were like, Spanish was like a big deal for me. It was horrible. I just couldn't do it. It was just like, really? Why do I have to learn this language? I mean, I guess it's for like necessary things, for like traveling and junk, but I don't know. I have no idea. But it's like, I don't want to travel. I don't want to speak Spanish. I don't want to speak any language, really. I don't want to speak French. I don't want to speak language. I don't want to speak anything. Like, I don't even want to speak German. I don't want to speak any language ever, except for English, and like Elfish. No, I'm joking. But, no, that was a joke. But, no, seriously, Spanish is the worst. I hate foreign language classes, because they're just, to me, they're a waste of my time. Like, it's like, total waste of my time. Don't want to use it. Don't ever, and really, like, to me, any class is a waste of time, because let's be real here, it really is. No, I'm joking. Well, actually, I'm not joking, really. But with Spanish, in particular, I really hate it, because it does feel like a waste of my time. I don't feel like I need it for anything, because that's just me. I mean, I guess a lot of people, think that they do need it. For my opinion, though, I don't know if any of you guys agree. If you do, comment down below. But in my opinion, I don't really need it. I think it's a waste of time for me, particularly, just because I don't really plan on using it. But, also, there are things like this episode that I think I really understood the message of this episode, but I think they did a horrible way of showing it, because it actually made me feel bad. Okay, so I'm kind of like Riley in this situation. Maybe not like Riley. I'm not really great at anything in school. I know it's weird, but I'm not really good at anything in school. And so whenever I feel bad when I don't do good, and that's just my thing. And so Rowan Blanchard and the writers, and really like aggressively showed it. I actually felt like I was in Riley's shoes when they did this episode. Like it was like, really, you guys are going really hard on Riley. She this is like her first D. What? And then with Topanga throwing everything off the fridge, or with Corey I smell something bad, and Augie's like, there it is. I was like, whoa, you guys are that's hardcore. That's mean. Seriously, how mean can you get to Riley? Seriously, can you not see that she's having a hard time? You're just gonna yell at her? I don't know. That was just, to me, that was a little harsh. And I was like, insensitive much? And they're like, I'm braiding my new daughter's hair. It was like, I would not live with you people. That is so mean. And that is the meanest thing ever. That would be horrible. I don't think that would even happen in real life. If that happened in real life, if that happened to me, I'd be like, bye, bye Felicia, I'm moving out. That's really, literally what I would do. That's really mean. So I thought, really? Are they gonna really go with this? That was a weird thing to do, to choose for this episode. And then also, I just really felt like they kind of threw that idea around in her face a little bit, throughout the whole episode. Even when the whole side of the room thing, where Zay got better at baseball, although I'm not really a sports person, so I don't really care about that one. But also, when Farkle wasn't a genius anymore, it kind of felt like, okay, well, I mean, he's still a genius, but when Smakle was better than him, and they did the whole better side of the room, worse side, it was again, with these, walls and these, making fun, it was really? The writers are really pushing that in our faces. But to me, it wasn't, it was showed poorly. That was kind of mean on my part, because I really felt like I was degraded watching it, because I knew that I was on that side of the room specifically. So I knew that I was, on the worst side because I'm not good at any of those things either. So it kind of it insulted me to an extent to where I felt like I wasn't doing any good either, even though it's summer and I'm just enjoying the show. So it was like, I don't know if they showed it really great, but the message at the end of the episode of how everything's changed and it's harder and you're going to have to raise your level, that was good. I actually really liked that. I really did enjoy that part of the message, and I think Girl Meets World, the writers displayed that part of the story very well. So there was a few things that I didn't like about it, but that's just because of my personal opinion, not because the show was bad. I still think that the quality of it was pretty good, the acting and all that stuff, and how they portrayed it. But to a personal level, I hated it so much because it just made me angry. But that's just my personal, preference, I guess you could say. So nothing against the show in any way in terms of how good it was, written and portrayed. But on a personal note, I wasn't very happy with it. But that's just my personal taste. But anyway, so yeah, everything else was pretty good. I did like the new teacher. She was really nice too. We proved that she is a good teacher. I liked these parts where, Corey and Topanga wanted to go and say, she's a good student, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, I know that, I'm a good teacher, I know what I'm doing, but I gotta make it harder, and maybe the test, maybe a lot of people do say it's hard, but it's because this is another level. This is the next level of what they're dealing with, and there are gonna be changes. Some people are gonna get better, and some people are gonna get worse, and that's just the really, the thing about it. And then they were also talking about permanent records, and I was like, okay, that's also a big deal. And so they were kind of doing this whole educational message, and I was like, wow, Girl Meets World has not done anything school-wise, educational, that much. Oh, I realized my light's not turned on. But anyway, they didn't do anything that much, since maybe season 1? I don't know if they did anything that big. No, I don't think so, but I think this is the first time they've really hit it hard. That's great. I really do like it. I think it's a really nice touch to it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought it was really nicely done. The parts that I wasn't as offended about. But overall, it's a nice episode. I think it was pretty good. Again, there were some things, even with Maya talking to her A, being like, really, Maya? Really? That's kind of extreme, and that's kind of really throwing it in your face. It was really? So, it's just kind of a thing that I had personally I didn't like, and that's not a bad thing. But that was just my personal level. But on a critics reviewing level, what do I have to say about this episode? It was a pretty good deal. The message came across very well, and I guess you could say that since they were pushing that idea so much of, Riley's doing bad and really downgrading her a little bit, it made the end of the episode more successful, gave it more satisfaction after Riley learning that she is a good student. So I think that was the lesson that they were trying to teach us throughout the episode. So I'm happy with it. I hope you guys are too. But what did you guys think of the episode? Did you guys like it? I also love that Riley Chewbacca voice. That was actually kind of funny too. Should I hire Riley to do the next Chewbacca? I don't know. What did you guys think of the episode? Comment down below. Links up there to my other Girl Meets World videos. Links down there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sim channel. Don't forget to, or I guess gaming channel now. Don't forget to like and review this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.